see if this does anything. There it is.
Nice.
What just happened? I'm down with it, whatever.
That got your video working, so at least that got it. I'll try to jog on your back here. Get your big old fat cigar. Nice.
That's all I can think up here. I'm just doing it at home for cooking out. So we're the cigar place out on the patio.
Yeah, I want to talk about that place that you're at too. Talk about it. Give them a plug. It looks like a pretty awesome place. All right, you ready to do this? Ready to get started? Let's do it.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go.
All right, lead heads, we're back with another episode of the Talking Lead podcast. Fresh from my trip from Mexico. I don't know how fresh I am, but I made it back. And joining me today is another fellow person who went to Mexico recently. We've got Billdo T-Baggins joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Billdo.
Thank you.
It's been a minute since you've been on.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. A couple, 3 months, I think.
A couple of 3 months, yeah. And then also joining us from the great state of Texas, we got, it's his second time on the show, we got Brandon Sisson with Accufire Technology joining us. Welcome in, Brandon.
Hey guys, how y'all?
You look like you're chill mode too.
Man, it's when you're a parent, you try to get in that summer mind state when your kids are. So I don't know why we're busy season for us. We got competitions every weekend, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. So Brandon's got a new product that we're going to unbox live on the show for us. It'll be recorded for our audience, obviously, but this will be. He said, "Did you say this is your first unboxing?"
Yeah, so we got our first shipment of it. We got our prototypes for a while, but we got our first shipment in of them this week.
Oh, you're going to do it now? Don't do it now. Wait.
No. I'm just cutting the plastic off of it.
Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. But first, if you guys didn't get an opportunity, make sure you go to our past a couple of episodes. It's been a while since I recorded. Like I said, I took a little vacation there, took some time off. But we did the AK Corner. We did the Season 4, Episode 5. We talked about the Yugo Zastava M70. And we had Niels Grevelius on. We had James Bialzak with Factory 47. And then we had Drew, our good buddy Drew from Century Arms was on. And learned a lot from Niels and James and Drew about the Zastavas and the variants. And we made a huge announcement on that episode to where we are giving away, Century Arms and Talking Lead is giving away one of Century Arms' new BFT47 rifles. And I gave you all the explanation that you need on how to get involved with that giveaway, how to get registered. And I'm going to tell you real quick now what you got to do. So it's an Instagram-only contest. If you don't have Instagram, then get it. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. Make up a name or something. Make up an account. But most of our listeners have Instagram. And what you're going to do is any Century Arms firearm. It could be something that they've imported. It could be a Canic. It could be a Wasser 10. Of course, if you've got a BFT, that'd be great. Or if you've got one of their Viscas. But you're going to make a post. It could be a video. It could be a picture. And the most creative post is going to win. So you got to have a picture of you with the firearm or firearms. And then if you've got swag, apparel that has Century Arms or any of our other sponsors, IWI, Seal 1, Factory 47, Defiant, Mission First Tactical, the more product placement, we'll say, that you have in your picture or video, probably the more brownie points that you're going to get. And you've got until the July episode of the Talking Lead AK Corner, which those are typically dropped on the 15th of every month. So we record them a few days before. So sometimes around, between the 8th and the 10th is when we record those. So you've got now until then to make these posts. And when you make your post, you got to tag all the sponsors. You got to tag Century Arms. You got to tag Talking Lead. You got to tag IWI. You got to tag Defiant Munitions. You got to tag Mission First Tactical. You got to tag Factory 47. You got to tag SEAL 1. And make sure that you're following them. And then use the hashtag TLBFT47. That's TL as in Talking Lead, and then the BFT47. That's the hashtag that you're going to use, and that's how I'm going to find these and track them for the judging. So on that episode, we're going to have a panel of judges, and I'm not going to be judging. I'm going to be a neutral party, but we're going to have like 4 or 5 other judges, and they're going to judge everybody's post. And then the one with the most votes wins the BFT. So what do you think, guys? Is that a pretty cool contest?
Not bad.
Pretty cool way to do it. That's the only way I thought would be cool, a cool way to do it. So we'll see how it works. It is live now, so you have now until we record sometime around July 8th, between the 8th and the 10th, 11th, 12th, something like that. So get busy, get started. And only one post. Do not do multiple posts. Some of you are going to go hog wild and do 5, 6 different posts. Just do one post. That's all we're going to take. So if you do more than one, then we're just going to pick one if you have it, and your other ones aren't going to count. So if it's the first one we come to, that's the one we'll take. But feel free to do more if you want to. So we did that, and then the episode before that, we had Stolen Angels author William Johnstone Taylor on. We talked about his book, The Stolen Angels, and I've got it right over here next to my Accufire box.
I know those guys.
You see that? Stolen Angels. It's a really good book. Surprisingly, I really got into it. It's about child trafficking, human trafficking. It's a fictional story, but it's based on a lot of real-life experience that Mr. Taylor has had in his line of work that he does. And it's very detailed, a lot of firearms, a lot of technical terms with flying and kit and gear and boats, and I think it'll appeal to everybody. So check it out, Stolen Angels, and he's got 3 books in this series, and I'm going to start reading those. But I finished it up on my trip to Mexico, and I couldn't put it down. It's a really good read, so highly recommend it. Go to that episode. We don't so much talk about his book in that episode more than we just talk about kind of him and his background. Very interesting cat, and we definitely want to have him back on and tell some of his Vietnam stories and some other stories that he has. So we'll get him back on. So go check all that out, and you'll enjoy it. But you're not going to enjoy it more than this episode with Brandon and Billdo. And we're going to talk about the new OMNIS spotting scope, and we got a little taste of it. I guess it was it earlier this year, or was that last year when that event was?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what year or day or what years or days. The past few, it's like all been one big week. In the past few, I feel like I met Bill last week, but also feel like I've known him for 17 years. So I'm not really sure when I met you guys, but I know I met you at Iraq Veteran the first time. I'm not even sure what year that was.
Yeah, that was like two years ago, I think.
Yeah, it's changed a lot in those. Even in the past, I mean, since past year, we've come a long way.
Yeah,
we got our first official state government purchase order this week, and that's been that was just
congratulations.
Thanks, bud.
Congrats.
Hell yeah.
That's the thing. We've talked a lot about our stuff. Most of our stuff was made with law enforcement in mind, right? That's why I think that it piques a lot of our interest. But also, if you go after LE, you're gonna the rest of the market's gonna follow. We've kind of figured out too. So
yeah. So the first time we had Brandon on, we talked about the INCENDIS, the thermal scope that they've got, and you have since improved upon it also.
Yeah, we've got a 640 coming out this summer. That thing, I was going to bring it with me, but it wouldn't do any good besides just showing the form factor. But it is
So talk about
we're really gonna rival a lot of people in the space with that one. There's even the big players are gonna be kind of on their heels with that one, I think.
Yeah, so talk about what you can, what's different in the new one versus the INCENDIS.
Yeah, so the original INCENDIS is a 384 core. So the idea of that one was we wanted a versatile bulletproof thermal under $3,000, right? So that one you have a clip on, you can clip in front of any full rail AR, or it's a scanner, right? So if you're a hunter or if you're in the field, we actually have a lot of these on the border in Texas right now. It's really good to be able to scan a field, and then if you have to throw in front of your rifle, I mean it's ready to go. Even with that AK setup right there, if you had a LPVO behind it,
yeah,
you just throw that right behind it.
Just throw it on there.
And that one, the whole idea with that one was no bells, no whistles, no frills, just something badass for under $3,000, and we got that. The next one's going to be, it's called the INCENDIS Pro. It's everything. It's 640 core. So this one, your detection is 1,000 and your 800 and your identification is 400. With the Pro, it's 2,000 detection, 1,000 identification.
Wow.
This one has 4 color palettes: white hot, black hot, green hot, and red tracker. Where the Pro's got 7 different color palettes from iron, all kinds of different ones. So you can just basically, if people always ask me why different color palettes, every environment is going to need something different. Every eye sees something different, so we want versatility. Also, the Pro will have the app, so Wi-Fi streaming, recording, all of that. We also pulled the batteries out on the Pro, so instead of having internal batteries, you have an external battery developed just for versatility, and once again, just to make it a little bit more bulletproof. So.
Oh yeah, well I guess you needed the room too to put all that other stuff in there.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but we're putting her on a diet. She's on Jenny Craig, and hopefully when she comes out, she'll look good. So, but it's even the way it currently is, well, what you can do, if you can take, so we did the real world sniper competition a couple weeks ago. We took this right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is my 17.3 Trike, 17.3 gas gun, 223. Put this on front of it, and this in this competition, you had some of the most elite snipers, in the country shooting this competition, and they shot that from 600 yards at night, and they were just clinking stuff. Well, then their partner was running. It was a red beard action, all kinds of other stuff. It had a Steiner on there, and we put our 640 on that one, and it was lights out. And that thing it's just once you go from the 640 to the 384, like it's kind of like going from infrared to thermal. Like, man, I kind of want to go back.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're really excited about it. We'll have to come back on when that releases too.
Oh yeah, definitely. We definitely want to talk about that because I have been really loving this thing, and like you said, you guys came in at under 3,000 on this, and it's well worth every penny of that, no doubt about it. And plus the additional things that you can add on to this. I mean, this doesn't have a built-in recorder, but it's got the USB port where you can adapt to one on there, and you got a railing on there to where you can clip on either external power or you could put your digital recorder on there too. So gives you that extended battery life. But I do like the fact that you do send these with the rechargeable batteries, so you can switch them in and out and charge the other ones.
Yeah, we changed that with the OMNIS too. We actually added more batteries. We realized that's one of the things we need to do. It's good. If you got 2 sets of batteries, you don't have to worry. You can just keep one charging while the other. By the time one runs out,
just keep them rotating. Yeah, definitely. Indefinitely use it there. So I really like that aspect of it as well. But the fact, how lightweight, how compact it is, easily pop on, pop off, like you said, just really makes this thing the value for the dollar, like you said. I mean, you can't find anything this versatile, this robust for that price anywhere. So
we're really proud of it. But the Pro is going to be
even better. Yeah, of course. I'm sure we're talking a little more.
5,500. So I mean, it's more expensive, but you're not looking. So we're still now. It might be closer to, let's say 5,500 is a target map price, but realistically it might be closer to 58. But even still, you're gonna be under $6,000.
Yeah, with all that, that's still a deal because, like I said, after you put the money in, you buy a digital recorder or whatever for this and whatnot. That one's gonna have all that built in, and the 7 different spectrums. Holy shit!
Yeah, and
it's a different.
Yeah. Bill's got to play with it a couple times, right?
Yep. Yep. It's just as impressive as Brandon's saying. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
it's impressive. You know, speaking of impressive, the digital range or scope rangefinder that you guys have that we got to play with at that Big Daddy,
The spotting scope? Yeah.
the spotting scope was absolutely amazing, and I couldn't wait for this to get released. And now it is released. You guys have it. Here it is. Let's do it.
Too.
Let's do the unboxing.
Okay.
Alyssa knows a thing or two about firearms. The gun store where she works and the folks she instructs would vouch for that. She spends most of her time on the range and in the classroom, teaching others about firearms and the fundamentals of shooting. On her days off, you'll likely catch her somewhere in the backcountry with her favorite firearm, a Kel-Tec Ks7. At just over 26 inches, this short, slim second cousin to the KSG is lighter, but no less lethal. The shotgun's 18.5-inch barrel offers plenty of velocity, and its ample magazine tube provides a healthy dose of firepower with its 7+1 shell capacity, her go-to for home protection. Alyssa loves the carry handle and fiber optic sight she got on her first KS7, but is equally enamored with the Picatinny rail kit she put on her second. Why settle for one when you can add another to your already awesome collection of Kel-Tecs? Innovation, performance, Kel-Tec.
I'm going to put you on.
I feel like right now we should have some. You're good, man. We should have some like softcore porn. You know.
Hold on. I can arrange that. Give me a second.
Oh, you want to get it and let me?
Yeah, I'll arrange that. Hold on.
Yeah, but this is our first. We were really excited about the new packaging too. We wanted to spice it up a little bit and use a new logo. Speaking of, you guys have some of our mascot stuff, right? The patches and the flags and all that.
I got a hat.
All right, I'm gonna send you some stuff. But we've got the Care Bear or Terror Bear or Don't Care Bear, whatever you want to call them, has become our official mascot. We're actually getting it made into a full 6-foot tall mascot. You'll see at all the events. You'll see the Accufire Terror Bear running around, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think we should put Bill in it one time. That'd be outstanding.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine that.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry when I see this.
Come on, suction. There we go.
He is opening the box for our listeners who aren't watching the video.
Yeah.
He's taking the foam off.
All right, there we go. So, performance guarantee is always in there. Lens cloth. Here's what we added to this one: 2 sets of batteries. All right, and it comes with the SD card. Yeah, touch the tips, just the tips. So we actually, there we go. So 2 sets of batteries on these.
Oh, sweet.
That's the one thing we like. Comes with your cable, so you can actually run this to a battery bank, which I actually have one right here. So we'll use this in a second. Charging cable, actually another USB-C too, just because some people didn't like the curly part of it, so we have a normal one. And then the one thing everybody always forgets is how to charge your battery. This way?
Yeah, that way. Oh yeah, yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
Got my octopus
I can't
here.
tell if you. I mean, people told me that they threw our batteries away. I'm like, no.
Did they really? Oh my god.
Dumbass. Oops.
Yeah.
Read the freaking package.
I know. Sun shield, sunscreen for the front and back.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Sun shields are nice.
Here she is. Oh, here she comes.
Bam.
Boom.
Sweet. Looks like a high-end Canon camera.
Yeah, this night vision, it can see about 4 miles. Let me, what we'll do, so that's it. I'm going to go ahead and package it up. I mean, I'll get turned on, and I've got my 2-bed tripod here. We'll throw that on there. And we'll see
package that up, and while you're packaging it up, what I'll do is I'm going to go to your website for our video viewers here, and I'm going to show them this on your website.
And these are in stock, now in stock. So $12.49 is how much these are.
So it's the OMNIS OMNIS spotting scope. The specs, the magnification is 30x by 120x. It's got a 1440 by 1080 video resolution. You got multiple patterns and colors for the reticles. Talk about those.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, we'll go through our reticles here in a second. And one of the things too, with the is it actually comes with the archer rail, so it makes it a lot easier. You throw it. I'm gonna turn this right here. Yeah, I'll go through all that here, the reticles here in a second.
Okay, just to run through the features here. Focus mode, you got manual focusing, smooth scaling, Wi-Fi with iOS and Android. It does ranging. It's a 2.95 inch OLED. You've got a scene mode for day and night. It has a microphone. It's got the USB Type-C, micro SD, 282 millimeter by 83 millimeter by 92 millimeter are the dimensions. It's got an IPX4 rating. It has a Picatinny mount. It's got the batteries, like you said. You get 2 sets of those batteries, which is awesome. It's 2.16 pounds. You got a battery life of about 4 hours, and you get a 2-year warranty on top of all that. Very nice.
That's actually, it should be a 3-year warranty, but we'll change that.
Oh, okay. It's 2-year on your website.
Y'all see that video? Yeah, I'll fix that here in a little bit.
Boom. So now we're back to Brandon.
See the archer rail there?
Yeah.
It actually makes it really easy to mount on any camera system, right? So this is the 2-bit tripod.
So Brandon is outside. You hear some cars going by there. We got a little traffic noise, but he is setting it up on a tripod right now. I'm commentating for our listeners. So it's fresh out of the box, right onto the tripod.
Yeah, I'm going to find something to focus on, and that'll help us a little bit here. It's a good thing about being in the city is you can't see much. Well, I'll talk through the reticles real quick.
Okay.
So what we did is we were able to take all of our current reticles and put them into the system. So all of our scopes, so let's say you're spotting for someone using one of our scopes. Seriously, someone's blowing right now. Can y'all hear that?
Hear something.
There's a lawnmower in the background?
Yeah. Can you take it inside?
I can, but that's why I came out here, so you actually be able to see the scope views. This is one of the problems. Inside it doesn't really do it very much justice, but we can if we need to. There we go.
Just tell him to come mow my yard. Right there. Right there. That's it right there. You get that to focus and you'll be perfect. I saw some cars out there.
Yeah, there are some guys zoomed in 120x too.
That's 100. You're at 120 right there?
That's 30x right now. 30 to 120.
Gotcha. So you're zooming in on a tree.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something to look at up here. There's not a lot to look at in the city here. I'll find something as we're talking. I'll look through.
Is that a hotel over there? Maybe you can focus in on one of those windows. Maybe somebody's getting out of the shower.
It's an industrial. We tried that in Vegas. It's an industrial park, so there's not a lot of exciting things going on. But I will find something.
You find all kinds of interesting shit in Vegas. Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, we tried like hell, but nobody. Everyone was boring on that trip.
A bunch of prudes. So Brandon is setting up the OMNIS right now.
All right. Yeah, there we go. So the thing about this is we've got it set up. We call this our Bob Ross, right? It's our happy little accident. This was our original product, was a Noctis V1, and we had a bunch of them. So we're like, man, what can we do with this thing? So we took it and we added this 10x front objective to it. And when we did that, we'll kind of walk through this. Probably not how you're supposed to do podcasts, but
no, we got video too. We do video these days too. So yeah.
So can y'all see it okay now?
I can't see the screen. Probably just the camera on your laptop.
I got some video. What I'll do, I got some video that I can send you, and you can. We can pull it up right now if you want. I can share the screen here, but I'll walk through the features. I'll show you what it looks like. So we talked about the reticles, right? So one of the things about having a spotting scope is the ability to have a reticle in there is nice, but typically, let's say that if you go to Leupold or any of those guys, they're going to charge you a lot of money to put that reticle in there.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've done is every reticle that we own, we put it in here, so now you can make calls. See them, they're actually in first focal point. You can hold wind calls for us.
Right there. Oh, nice.
You can actually wind call. So,
Which reticle do I have?
So like our Atcho 20, that's our big reticle. That's the one we do a lot of long range shooting with, the Christmas tree. Now see, as you zoom in, you go black might be easier there.
And how many different reticles do you have? The bottom left one's the one I've got.
Yeah, that's the 1 to 6, or 1 to 10 as well too. So all your reticles there, it's just the ability to have wind calls, all that stuff is nice. Record everything, Wi-Fi streaming. So as a matter of fact, in competitions or at ranges, it's nice to be able to record stuff and say, hey, look, this is where you hit, this is where it impacted. Pull this up.
So you're able to record the video as well.
Absolutely, I can record the video along with So let's say that you actually for surveillance reasons.
Can we do this? Can we hold off one sec? Can you go inside?
Yeah, I will.
Because that lawnmower is killing us. Because I want people to hear this. This is good info.
Yeah.
I want to be able to hear it. I want him to walk around and give us a tour of the facility too.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that right now. You want to do that right now, or you want to finish the?
No, let's finish this first. But yeah, after is a little treat.
I have what you call ADD, so.
It's all right. I'm good at keeping people focused. So. Just got it on your phone.
You're asking about reticle choices. So you have, if you include black and red, so each one of them are black and red, there are 5 reticles in there. So it's 10 total.
So you got 10 total reticles.
We're going back to so with the app. So let's say that you're in a surveillance situation, or you're in a situation where you want to be watching a blind or a feed spot or whatever it is. You can actually have multiple people on the app watching the scope from different places. So we have some Fugitive Task Force guys. They set it on their dash. They put their sun visor up, throw a hat over it, and they sit in the back seat and or sit in the front seat, I guess, too, and just watch the app, and they can see everything that's going on.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, you don't have to record from the app, but you can still watch what's going on and actually control the zoom, control all that stuff. And we're working on a commercial right now, kind of a high-level overview for this. Yeah.
So that's cool. So there's an app that goes into this. It's like Bluetooth connected, I guess? Or is it internet connected?
So the Wi-Fi, it's Wi-Fi. It creates its own Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So you'll actually go into your app or to your Wi-Fi settings on your phone.
Connect to that Wi-Fi? Yeah.
But the ability to be able to see things a lot further than you planned on being able to see them visually and the clarity of it is mind-blowing. Another benefit of it is actually works with PEX or MAL, so any IR laser. We test them out 600 yards. I haven't had a chance to stretch them out further than that, but it works really well with IR laser. So that's another thing we didn't really think about it working with, but it works really, really well.
Sweet. Now,
yeah.
So as far as the day-night use on this, can you use it at night also? Does it work at night?
Yeah. Yeah, so it does have the same infrared sensors that the V1 and the TR1 have. Same math, all that stuff. Now, it's not the night quality is not as great as the day quality, but it still works.
Okay, that's good. Gives you additional functionality and life of it, definitely. So let's talk about the. I was going back to the settings here. So we talked about the different reticles. You got manual focusing, smooth scaling, day night, the microphone on it. Can you hook up an external microphone? Does it have the ability to do that?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
We might at some point, but this hasn't really found a need for it. The microphone, for what it does, works pretty well.
Okay.
And you can turn those reticles off and it's back to regular.
Is it like a directional microphone, or will it pick up all around?
It's actually internal. It's inside of it. So you don't have your traditional speaker hole or anything like that, because it's got to be weather rated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all internal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. So show us the pick rail you got there up top.
Oh, yeah. So that's for two things. One, IR light, or we have our red dot coming out this summer, so you can mount an RMR on top here, so you can actually get, because one of the things about that, your base magnification of 30, sometimes it's going to be kind of quick. It's going to be difficult to get the initial sight, so it's nice to have some type of sight alignment on top of it, so you make a quicker adjustment to it. That's one of the things we noticed with the competition. So it's kind of challenging to move from target to target. So we're working on what's a better way to align those. Is it with using the reticles, or what's the best way of kind of fast target moving, fast target acquisitions?
Yeah. What kind of weather rating have you done on this?
IP7s. Well, it's technically IP4, but we're getting into IP7 rating.
And for our listeners who don't know what that is, like me.
Weatherproof. So it's weatherproof. So basically, you're out in the rain, so like that, you don't have to worry about anything. Just make sure. The biggest thing about these is with all of our other ones, either the battery cap wants to make sure it's locked down, and then once it's locked down, give another little turn, make sure the seals are locked in, and then it's fine. Yeah. So basically, it's weather rated. It means if you're outside, you drop in a puddle, like that, as long as it's not submerged, you should be.
What about temperature wise? Cold, hot, that type of stuff?
Yeah, so we're in Texas, so we definitely tested these out in 100. I think it was 115 last summer, but the colds, we haven't had a lot of cold weather stuff. The one thing we've seen with cold weather with all of our products is, one, your batteries get zapped faster, and two, things move a little bit slower. But we've had one person ever actually hunt with one of our scopes in sub-zero temperatures, our TR1s. He goes, man, it was pretty challenging, but he said it's electrical, so it's going to be what it is, But they do pretty well in the 20s, 30s. We've got no issues with them. It's a good thing about where we live in Texas. It goes from 20 to 120.
Right. Yeah. And then humidity. We get a lot of humidity here in Tennessee.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And I've not had any issues with this one as far as humidity goes. It's worked fine.
Yeah. And that's the one thing too. We try to and I've had to educate myself more on too. Is the more of anything that's in there, whether it's smoke or humidity, your infrared, your thermals, and all that stuff are going to have challenges, right? The infrared's because it's bouncing off of you needed that light to bounce off of. If you have a bunch of fog or smoke in the way that's making that's kind of dispersing that light, it's going to be harder to see. With the thermal, it's heat differences, right? So if you have a lot of moisture in between you and that target, it's not going to be able to pick up that heat as much. It's just one of the unfortunate. And same thing with regular scope. With the regular eyes, you got a bunch of stuff in between you and that target, you're going to have a hard time seeing it. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, but it is. It's cool on that you do have that ability to do that with it. There's something I was going to ask about as far as the zoom. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it'll come back to me. As far as the mounting options on that go, you were showing the bottom of the. Show that again.
Yeah, so Arca rail, right? So a lot of your tripods and a lot of your precision rifles are going to Arca rail mounts on the bottom. It's just it's a faster attachment system. That's why it's kind of a little bit more fun for people to use, or not fun. It's just more versatile, and it's fast, and it's actually locks on, and it's a nice solid mounting solution.
Yeah, definitely. So very cool. So the OMNIS, it's out. It's available now. You guys can go to your website. Is it available in any of the other stores? Optics Planet. 4 stores nationwide order them, but the ideal situation for us, if you can get a dealer to sign up, and if you get one of your dealers to sign you up, we'll send you a swag kit with all of our new. Actually pulled this up so everybody can see it. See our mascot. Yeah, yeah, I like that.
So we've got all kinds of swag with him, but yeah, that's the ideal. But we also, you can buy them directly from us. We've got plenty in stock. You can buy them directly on our website. Did that video ever come through?
No.
Where did you send it?
To your email. The one that
let me check. Yeah, here we go. So
since YouTube built you
couldn't preview the file. There was a problem playing this video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let me see if I can download it. See if that'll fix the issue. No.
Are you seeing?
Is it an iPhone?
What's that?
Is that what is?
No, the video I sent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
It's I gotta have some sort of codecs or something.
That's awesome.
Right. Cloud convert. Let's see if that'll do it. Say there's more than one way to skin a rabbit. It's fucking Apple, you know. They got to be different on everything. They can't just be inclusive. They got to have their own thing to make you have to buy or download 15 different things.
See, Marty, maybe if you didn't give Brandon and I shit for having iPhones and you stepped up to the modern
how
era
about you suck a dick, Bill?
Android.
You suck a dick. This is a Windows computer, but it has nothing to do with my phone. Here, it's working now, so suck it, Bill. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, hey, while you look at that, look what I found. I found a new knife company. I don't know if you know my knife problem versus my gun problem, but see that Mount Molly?
Yeah. What is that? It's like a shank.
No doubt.
Yes.
It's like a prison shank. What is that?
Shiv.
Is it what it's called, a shiv?
Yeah, the shiv. Yeah.
What company makes that?
It is STA Blades. It's a guy. Dude, he is a brand new. He just started making all this stuff. He's a Marine, just retired. He started making them. But he makes a little pry bar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is he out of Texas?
Yeah, he's in my hometown.
Okay. Well, give him a plug. Let's talk about this while we're doing our video break here.
Look at this. It's hand forged. Every time he hand forged something, he puts it on his little hand.
It looks like an arrowhead.
This thing is phenomenal. That's his logo right there.
Looks like he chiseled an arrowhead at a flint.
But he is so talented.
That is nice.
He's only been doing it for a year.
Has he got a website?
No, it's on Facebook.
Okay.
STA Blades. I don't know if you can see how close we can get this.
STA. Right there. Okay.
STA Blades.
There you go, lead heads. Our listeners like knives too, so they'll appreciate that little tidbit of information. All right, so I've got it here. I'm going to start sharing. So we're looking at some building in the background there on some hill.
Yeah, I can't see the video. So what the video is, maybe you can see the recording, but if not, but so what that video is, we were down in Uvalde, Texas. There it is, at Drive Tanks. It's kind of blurry right there, but you look, that is that balcony, that ridge, that's a little over a mile and a half away. And we zoomed that video. When you go back, it's zoomed all the way into that balcony. So that's just showing that. That's you kind of see it. It's kind of blown out right now for some reason.
Yeah.
But that balcony. So we were watching people up there on that balcony. And you can kind of see it, but for some it's really bright. But so at 120, 120x, you can see everything that's going on. And then when we were in Vegas, we did one too. Like we're talking about trying to get to the balcony to see what's going on. I'm gonna do this one here. So this is in Vegas.
So you're in the building, zooming through.
So this is at 5 p.m. at night. So dark, going through two windows, through the security glass windows right there, and we're looking all the way at the back. And that was just at a mile, I believe.
Oh wow!
We go through all the way.
So you like listeners that aren't watching the video, you got to go to the video and watch this. That was cool.
Yeah. So that was, like I said, the cool thing about that is that you're looking through two panes of glass at night, or at 5 p.m. in Vegas in January. So it's not super bright, we're really, really, really proud of this. And like I said, this is the one that's kind of taken off more than all the other ones have unexpectedly, which we're excited about.
Yeah. As far as spotting scopes, this is your first spotting scope entry. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, but you've got scopes. I've got the 1-8.
Yeah, I love that scope.
I've been using the 1-8.
So I'll tell you what we have coming out this year. We've got the INCENDIS PRO, which we talked about, the 640 core. The OMNIS, which is already out. We've started selling those as of this week. We have them in stock and they're going out. Second thing is the next thing is we have our pistol red dot. We're calling that the PCO, the Pico de Gallo, what I like to call it. With Texas flare on it.
Oh yeah.
And then we are we're going to have our Prio series coming out, which is our next line of traditional scopes. which we're going to try. We have a buddy of mine went to high school with was a watch designer for Fossil and Michael Kors. We actually had him design the knobs. He has no experience in the gun industry at all, just to make something look different. They look freaking sweet. That's going to be a 3.5 to 28 and a 1 to 10 coming out in both of those series. That's probably going to be late this year, early next year.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. And it'll be first focal planes?
Yes. With the 1 to 10, our current 1 to 10, and it's actually on my Daniel fence right now. It is a second focal plane. So we might offer 2 different versions of it because the second focal plane is actually surprisingly good with that 1 to 10. With that, it's supposed to be a 34 mil tube, so you got a lot more. It's just
what reticle is that? Which reticle?
That's the one that's in our 1 to 6. The one that's currently in our 1 to 10 is the same one that's in our 1 to 6. So it's our only second focal plane scope that we have.
Gotcha. Do you have the 1 to 6, Bill?
I do not.
Okay. I don't know what reticle that is. I've got the 1 to 8. Is that the same thing in the 1 to 8?
It is not, but I'll show you real quick, though.
Okay. Yeah, show them.
It's actually on our website, too. I'm pull it up.
Oh, okay. I can go to your website and share it with our listeners. Boom. There it is.
That's the Airbrel 6. It's the same reticle that's in it's in the 10 currently.
Okay. Very nice. And the 10's available, or that's one that's coming out?
Coming out. That's our prototype we're working on right now.
Okay.
So we'll probably have that out later this year, early next year.
Very good. And then the price, I mean, your price ranges are very affordable for what you're getting here in these scopes, definitely.
And that was the goal, too, right? All of us are shooters, and we're tired of paying way too much money for stuff that's good, but, I mean...
Right.
We realize you don't have to have...
tired of paying for names, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's the same warranty. Our traditional scope, anything happens, they'll swap it out. We'll give you a brand new one. No questions asked.
But don't break it.
Please try.
You can try, but please don't.
Yeah.
But if you do, you'll replace it.
Yeah.
Very good. So you guys can go to their website, which is accufiretech.com, and they've got a list of all their products there. The social medias, you guys are on Instagram, you're on the Facebooks, You've got a YouTube channel.
Anywhere you look, Accufire Tech. That's us.
Yeah, Accufire Tech. It's Accufire Technology, but their socials is Accufire Tech. You can go there. So let's do this. Let's go to my socials right now because I had posted to get some listener questions. Let's see if we've got any listener questions that you could that we didn't cover here. Did I quit screen sharing?
I think so.
Okay, you got me here. So I'm going to use my phone and go to the grams. For some reason, it didn't post on Facebook this time. Usually when I post on Instagram, I automatically post on Facebook, but it didn't this time. Technology's great when it works, right?
When it works.
And I made this, it was a late post because Brandon and I didn't get this scheduled till later. So I apologize for the late post, lead heads. If you didn't get an opportunity to post a question, you have questions, send me an email, talkinglett@gmail.com, and we'll get with Brandon and get your questions answered. Let's see. AKM Archer said, love the concept. Fixes trying to connect a camera to a spotting scope. Looking forward to hearing all about it. Then he also asked, any future plans to make a night-day version, which this is a night-day version. So there you go. Request granted. Wish granted. I've been playing around with a few digital scopes for hog hunting, and I can see all kinds of crazy applications that could come out of that. So you've probably taken it out hog hunting a few times, haven't you, Brandon?
Yeah, we did this past weekend for the first time. It is good. So it depends on your terrain. So where we hunt, a lot of places we hunt, we do a lot of stalking. So if you've got a place that's fed out and you're say you're a couple hundred yards away and you'll see what's going on, it'd be great for that. The way that the style that we hunt, we kind of have to go full board and chase them down. So I can't do a lot of sitting down. I get bored. So we have done some looked at night a little bit, but not a lot. But yeah, we're working on that.
Cool. Let's see. Brickencart, which it's actually Bree Kencart is her name. I call her Brickencart. Says, will the OMNIS have replay with projectile tracking, some sort of digital indicator to show where your impacts and misses were?
Not now. We are working on something that's a lot goes into that. But hopefully one day we will be able to actually track trace and all that. So that might be future generations. It might not ever happen. I have a lot of ideas and theory.
Well, if you guys have an app and you can watch it on your phone, you can zoom in and you can see where it's hitting real time. So you've got it.
Yeah, you can watch it. It's just we'd like to be able to trace, like say, all right, the new entry here, where did this bullet hit? Where did it pick up the traces? Where did it pick up all that? But,
yeah, record all that kind of data. Keep a log.
Yeah, there's a lot of smart people involved in that, and we don't have those yet.
I would think that, I mean, you got a good jump on it already with the app and being able to have multiple people watch from their phone. So
yeah, we'll have a new app out very soon. 2A Commerce, I don't know if you guys know them. They do a freaking great job. Who redid our website. They are the guys who they're rebuilding our app. And I'll tell you, anybody in our space who needs help with e-com solutions, they're a fantastic group of to work with. They're smart. They know what they're doing.
Very cool. Very cool. I think that's most of the questions. We went over everything for the most part, other than AK Gag Bagoon question. He's being a smart ass. He said, what part of my body is this supposed to go in?
Hey, that's up to you, sir. That's between you and Jesus. I don't have to worry about that.
Wherever you feel comfortable putting it.
Just make sure you hit record is all I'm asking.
And post that shit and tag us.
Yeah, do the colonoscopy.
That's funny. That's funny. So, I want to do this real quick because we didn't do it. We got some Jackwagons we want to take care of.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the talking lead Jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
Bill and I recently went to Mexico, Brandon, just south of you, just a little bit. We were over in the Cancun area, and I had a good time. I had a good trip for the most part. You know, it was one of those all-inclusive kind of deals. You had to wear the mask on the plane in the airport. That had been lifted for my trip, so I didn't have to, which was nice. Really enjoyed that.
Bill got service.
A month later.
But when we got to Mexico, you know, everything was fine. We got to our resort. When we get to the lobby, then the masks come back out. They're like, you got to wear a mask in the lobby and in the restaurants. And I was looking around the lobby, and there wasn't a soul wearing a mask in the lobby. I was like, why do I got to wear a mask? Nobody else is wearing a mask. He's like, well, it's just our policy. You got to wear a mask while you're here. So they made us put a mask on while we were checking in. And I didn't wear a mask again in the lobby the rest of the time that I was there. The restaurants, the first 2 days, when you walk in, it's just like here in America. You know, you go to a restaurant, when you're walking in, you have to wear a mask, but when you get to your table, you can take it off. You know, which is stupid. It's ridiculous. But they lifted that the third day that we were there, and it went away because we went in the restaurants the next day with a mask. Oh, you don't have to wear those anymore. Like, what? What the hell? So
it's
you know,
I don't think it's around anymore.
Yeah, and then they made us get COVID tested for the plane ride back. We didn't have to get tested to go over or anything like that or show any kind of vaccination, which I'm not vaccinated and I will not get vaccinated. But we had to take a test, a COVID test. Have you ever had a COVID test, Brandon?
Too many of them.
Okay.
I think I've lost some smell from that.
So in the beginning, they used to shove that thing all the way up into your brain, you know, and get a sample. But as they learned, you know, they didn't have to do that, and they were just doing it, you know, on the inside of your nose there and doing it. Well, they were still doing it the old-fashioned way there in Mexico. And
they don't have the internet down there.
Well, I don't know. But I talked to some people at some other resorts, and they said that they did it that way. They didn't shove it all the way up in there. So we were trying to tell our ladies, like, look, you don't have to do that. That's not how you do the test anymore. And I told her, if you stick that up my nose, I will hit you. I said, you can stick it in my nose, but you're not going to stick it all the way up my nose. I will hit. And I balled my fist up while she was doing it. And I was like, you go any further than right here. And I had my finger right there where she had to stop. I said, I will hit you. And they called in like the security people and all. They're like, "Relax, sir. Please relax." Blah blah blah. I was like, "I'm just telling you." So they did it. They didn't go up past that. They got it. Did the test. Both ours came back negative. No problems. But they didn't label them. They didn't label our test. And there were like, I don't know, 20 people that were getting tests that day. And they didn't label a single one of them. So I don't know how they knew whose test was what test. It's all a big scam. And you had to pay $35 extra to get tested per person for this. And you had to pay cash. They wouldn't take credit cards. So to me, that's just a big Mexico scam. Is what that was.
Most of it is.
Yeah, it's a big freaking scam. So that process deserves the jackwagon training. That whole process that we went through there, and then coming into Mexico, going through customs, easy peasy, no problem. It took like 10 minutes. We were through. We were in. Anything to declare or no, and we were on our way. Coming back in took 3 hours. Took us 3 hours to get through customs. It was a clusterfuck. Do what?
I don't think they're worried about what you're smuggling into Mexico.
Well,
getting out of there.
But it was the sheer fact that they didn't have the personnel there to deal with the mass of people coming in, because there was over 1,000 people in line at least, waiting to try to get through customs. Planes were backed up on the tarmac. We had to wait an additional like 30, 45 minutes on the tarmac after we landed before they would even bring us in because of customs, because it was so backed up.
My wife wants to go to Mexico, and I keep telling her no. You guys have definitely made that easier for me to say no.
Well, and this was at Fort Lauderdale. I don't know that it's at every airport. At Fort Lauderdale, it's a clusterfuck.
Oh, mine's DFW, so.
Oh, that's going to be a clusterfuck, no matter what.
Well, is that a direct flight? Can you direct flight from there too?
Yeah.
Well, we were supposed to have had a direct flight, but we got changed. JetBlue, again, Jackwagons, last minute they changed our flight. We were supposed to get back home like at 6. It was a direct flight, Nashville to when we come in from Mexico, but we ended up getting in at 3 a.m. that morning.
That's why I drive everywhere, and we don't leave the country.
And you don't leave the country. Well, I'll tell you what, Mexico is not getting any more of my money, at least by me going to Mexico, so they can forget that. I'll go to Jamaica or Dominican Republic or somewhere else.
Gulf Shores.
And Bill had a similar problem with his. They wouldn't let him leave the country. They liked him so well.
Oh, yeah. A whole group of us got to stay a few extra days.
And talk about that.
Fantastic.
Talk about that was due to your airline, right?
Yeah, Frontier. I'll never fly Frontier again. But yeah, the night before I was supposed to come home, 1:30 a.m., we get an email saying our flight's been canceled. Good luck, basically. So 3.5 hours later, finally got booked on a flight home. I think we were supposed to leave on a Sunday. We couldn't get out until Tuesday, I believe it was. So we had to scramble and find a different place to stay. Ended up finding one, not as friendly as the first place we were at. And, basically, Frontier was like, suck it. Out of our control. We'll see you guys when you fly home.
Liars.
Yeah. That's been one of my biggest issues lately is that any big business, any company really tells you, fuck off. What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Customer service is non-existent anymore. It's
right.
I don't think that's a word you're allowed to use.
I don't think it exists. Yeah. I don't think you can use it. Yeah, so let's do a tour.
Hey, Leadheads, Dwight Settle with Seal One. Just here to talk to you and tell you a little bit about our product. Seal One CLP Plus is a bio-based, non-toxic product. It comes in a paste, liquid, aerosol, and pre-saturated bore-specific patches called sealskins. They all do the same thing, just different methods of application. The best way to use our product is to start with a clean firearm. There's 2 reasons why I say that. First, you start with the Seal 1 CLP Plus by field stripping your firearm and covering the entire firearm inside and out, bore, barrel, everything with the Seal 1 CLP Plus. You'll see how easy it spreads around. You'll want to wait about 15 to 20 minutes. Then you come back and you want to wipe it all off. So you see how easy it is to put on and remove. And the second reason we say to use a clean firearm is you'll find that it's not clean. We're going to pull out more carbon that's been left behind with whatever product you've been using before. Okay, it takes about 3 cleanings, so I like to say a clean shoot, clean shoot, clean shoot, just normal usage before the Seal 1 CLP Plus has removed whatever product that you were using before and has seasoned the firearm. It's kind of like breaking in a cast iron skillet. And after that first cleaning, you will notice a difference. And with each successive cleaning, you will find that it gets easier and easier to clean. Seal 1 CLP Plus is a dry lubricant and is designed to work as such. You will find that malfunctions are virtually eliminated when used properly because the majority of all malfunctions are caused to carbon buildup. And with the Seal 1 CLP Plus, the carbon does not build up. Seal 1 CLP Plus is safe on all metals, plastics, composites, polymers, rubber, wood, and leather. Seal 1 CLP Plus is a one-and-done formulation. No other products are required or needed to clean and lubricate and protect your firearm. That's why we say Seal 1 and done. Seal 1 is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade. Use the code LEADHEAD for a 25% off discount.
And while you're doing the tour, real quick, I've got a hero that I want to recognize. Our listener, J. Edgar Paradoxes, his father passed away recently, and he was an Army vet. So we pass our condolences on to Leadhead, J. Edgar Paradox. Sorry for your loss, brother.
Sorry, brother.
And your father, thank you for his service, definitely.
This is so we're back here in they call this the Platinum Lounge or the VIP area. I just realized I left my sandbag out there, so I need to go grab that here in a second. I'll take you on to the actual.
So we're getting a tour for you who aren't watching the video. We're getting a tour of where are you at? The name of that place?
It's called Texas Gun Experience.
Texas Gun Experience.
They have no shortage of selection of guns.
There's the pro shop. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey, ask them if they've got any. Ask them if they've got any Yugo AK-47s.
I can tell you right now the answer to that is no.
They don't have AK-47s there?
No. But hey, look what they do have. Look at this right here. Look at all this sexy stuff.
Look at that. Ooh, I got a boner.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like some Accufire. Accufire, baby.
There she is.
Look at that, man. Very nice.
That's Joe. That's the manager, Joe. He's the
What's up, Joe?
sales guy in the nation.
Tell Joe come say hey. Is that an M1? That's an M1.
Bunch of them. Man, that's an all.
Look at that. M1 Grands. Hey, they got, do they have any lever actions?
Not yet. But they carry good stuff, though. I mean, they've got all the good stuff here.
I just recently got into lever actions.
Yeah, I've got guys at Lothan Gunworks. That's the owner right there. That's the man behind it. He's always busy, though.
What's up, man? Man behind the plan?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of gun?
Come up here and shoot this. That's the chain gun. It's a minigun. You got a Gatling gun you can shoot, too.
Oh, very nice. That's like at roll range. You can do that at roll range. That's sweet.
And this is their wall of full autos. You can rent these and shoot these.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Tommy guns. Look at that.
So you can rent all these here.
Oh, look. That's an old, that machine gun there at the second to the bottom. Right. Yeah, with all the holes, the cheese grater. Yeah, that one.
That's the Browning N1919.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah, you can shoot all these here.
That is awesome.
Yeah, they have this thing, Full Auto Fridays. It's like $20 for a magazine. And hey, awesome. We're talking about the knife part. Let me walk you guys up here. So one of the things that most, I think, is always neglected in gun stores is the knife selection. This place has a blade bar here. I'm gonna show you.
Blade
It's
bar.
freaking great. Oh man.
Oh,
And they know
hell.
they're nice. They know they're nice. Better than most people. They've got a girl who works, her name is Kimmy or Kimberly, and she is, look at this.
She knows her knives?
She's brilliant. Oh man, everything about them. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Blades.
Run good. Blades for days.
The blade glade. Look at that.
Essie, I don't know if you guys know this guy. These guys, Essie, they make some of the best.
Yeah,
For
I've
the
heard of
price.
Essie. Yeah.
They've got knives. There she is.
What's up, girl?
She runs the shop here.
I hear you're a genius.
See all the knives.
Is that a sword?
Oh yeah, they've got swords. All kinds.
They've got swords. I love it.
They've got spikes, shanks. The knife series. I mean, they do engraving. Yeah, so they do all kinds of
Cutlery?
They
Got kitchen knives.
got it all.
Look at that. And this,
Yeah,
what part of
they've actually
Texas?
This is in Grapevine, so it's actually right next to the airport.
Oh, okay. In
Yeah,
Fort Worth?
if you find a DFW, you find yourself, you got like a couple hour layover. It's maybe 5 minutes from the airport. Go over here, hang out, shoot a little bit. They've got everything you could possibly imagine to rent.
Worth the trip, no doubt.
Absolutely. And I left my key. Hey, do you have the?
And they got an upstairs too?
Yeah, so that's actually the offices. So this company, thanks, buddy. And here's the thing too. One of the things, a lot of these big indoor gun ranges, the ROs are kind of challenging.
Uh-huh.
Everybody here, man, they're good people. Jared, the tall guy you saw, he works really hard. We got the full selection of all the targets you can choose from and all that.
Nice.
But they work really hard to hire good people. So you come here, it's generally a good experience.
Let's see the range.
So highly recommend it.
You in the range right now? Let's see
Yeah, so
yeah, let's see.
yeah. They've got the do different drills, training.
Uh-oh. I think we're losing the signal in there.
Yeah, let me get out of here real quick.
How many bays do they have?
Oh my God, a lot.
A lot.
I'm not sure that a lot.
How far can you shoot a rifle there? What's the longest they've got?
That's the one challenge. 50 yards is the longest here. But there are some 100-yard indoor ranges here, close to here. But I bet I'm all about it. Relationships and experience. You know, that's the thing. Is you come up here and you're not made to feel like an idiot, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's the kind of range you want to go to. That's just like the range here we got in Nashville, Royal Range. They're the same way. They're not a bunch of range Nazis or, anything like that. They're more than welcome to, more than happy to help everybody. You got a question, they're not going to make you feel stupid about it or, anything like that. But that brings me to my next point of business here is that we are considering doing another Talking Lead AK Concepts training course. And we're looking at doing it at Royal Range in Nashville. And if any of you lead heads are interested, I need you to email me, talkinglead@gmail.com. I'm taking a pulse to see if this is something that we're going to put some effort into. So if we've got enough interest into it, we're going to do another one, and it's going to be bigger than the last one that we did. We're going to actually have vendors there. So, Brandon, if you guys want to come out for that, we'd love to have you. Century Arms, we're looking at Century Arms coming out, being the main sponsor, IWI. Of course, all our sponsors, Define, MFT, Seal 1. There'll probably be some other ones out there. Obviously, Accufire is going to be invited to that. But it will either be like September, October, sometime around there, or we'll do it after SHOT Show next year. But we just want to see what the interest is. If there's enough interest, again, we'll put one of these on, and that we'll have giveaways. There'll be giveaways. We'll have shooting contests and all kinds of stuff like we did on our last training course. But the course itself was well worth it. It was a 2-day course that was put on by Jared Seagraves. He is now with Haley Strategic, and I don't know if we'll have him come back out or who it'll be. Like I said, we might get Tactical Response out there, but I got to get the interest. So talkinglead@gmail.com. Let me know if you're interested. It doesn't commit you to it or anything. I'm just looking to see if there's the interest for us to put this together. And it'll be in Nashville. We're going to do it in Nashville. Maybe we'll look at doing it at that place. I don't know. I mean, we'll come to Dallas Fort Worth. We'll come there. I mean, if they'll allow AKs.
You can shoot a 50 in here. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if they'll allow an AK on the premise.
Oh, yeah.
Some people.
Yeah, this is Texas. We're weird about that stuff here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, very good, Brandon. We appreciate you taking the time to be on and sharing the info on your new spotting scope, the OMNIS. And we look forward to having you back on to talk about the new. Is it the INCENDIS Pro? Is that what it's going to be called?
Correct.
The INCENDIS Pro. When that comes out, we want to definitely talk about that too. But until then, like I said, you go check them out, Accufire Tech on the social medias, YouTube, and then you've got one too, Brandon. What is your?
Mine's an Outdoor Tech Geek.
That's what it is, Outdoor Tech Geek. Or you can look up Brandon Sisson; it'll come up under that also.
And don't believe everything you read about me.
I'm sure it's all good stuff. But in the meantime, Leadheads, go and support those that make this show possible. Mission First Tactical. You go to their website, use the code LEADHEAD, all lowercase. You get 20% off any of their awesome stuff at Mission First Tactical. Their holsters, their dump trays, their tactical wallets. Where we got, remember that one, Bill? Remember that one?
Yes.
Remember that one we did?
Yeah.
With Fleoa. We went out there this year. Great for your business cards, credit cards, the dump trays. They're 30-round mags. You can get custom logos printed on there. And they've got AR-10 magazines also. Are you getting ready to hold something up?
Oh, yeah. I was going to do the leather-clad one they just came out with.
Take it out of the package. Let's see that. So we've been talking about these, and Bill got one before me. I don't know how the fuck he got one before I did.
But Dave.
He got one of their leather hybrids. Dump trays.
Yeah, with our logo and laser engraved in it, that you can see it.
I gotta send you a camera, buddy. Your camera sucks.
Well, it's not my issued equipment.
So is it leather inlaid? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Leather inlaid. So these are the traditional dump trays. We use these for armorer's trays too, Brandon. You can when you're taking your guns apart, cleaning your guns, it's great for that.
I've got one you sent me, the talking lead one's on my workbench at the house.
Oh, sweet. Very cool. So
and my Fleoa mag has my Piggy Go Night Night pills in it.
Oh, nice.
So multiple uses. You can use them for anything you want. Mission First Tactical and their butt stocks. I love their butt stocks. I got one of their aluminum minimalist on here. No, this isn't the aluminum. This is the plastic one, but I've got an aluminum one somewhere. Love their butt stocks as well. Check them out.
Is that an AR?
Yeah, this is a 300 Blackout.
You okay? Do we have a conversation about you having ARs in your house?
Hey, man, I'm a gun guy. I got all kinds of guns. I like them all. I don't discriminate when it comes to firearms.
Yeah, I don't either.
Anybody want to send me one, I'll take it. Mission First Tactical Leadhead, 20% off. Seal 1. You clean all those guns you got, those firearms you got with the Seal 1. Clean, lube, protect. All in one formula here. They've got a paste. They've got a liquid. They've even got an aerosol. And you can buy these kits that have the brushes and the pre-soaked bore patches also in there. Seal 1, use the code LEADHEAD, get 25% off. Seal 1. Factory 47 for our AK Corner apparel. Factory 47 with a K, FAKTRY 47, Leadhead, 10% off. The sling you saw there was from Flatline Fiber Co. You can go there and use 10% and get 10% off. Use the code LEADHEAD at Flatline Fiber Co. They're out of Georgia.
They made all our stuff. They made some good stuff for us. They made we made some Accufire. They're outside, and then our keychains were all
got some
Flatline. They did.
Do you do some like ear pro wraps?
Yeah, the ear pro wraps and these are. There you go.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh,
keychains.
nice.
They also make they got a dump pouch out now. Have you seen their dump pouch?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they got a really nice dump pouch. So go Flatline Fiber Co. Use the code LEADHEAD. You're going to get 10% off there. You need some ammo. You go to Defiant Munitions. All caps, Leadhead. You get 10% off Defiant Munitions. And when I said we were talking lever guns earlier, he's coming out with some 4570, which this isn't 4570, but he's coming out with some 4570 for you lever action fanatics that I'm turning into be. This is 7.62 by 3.9, I think. Yep. Really good ammo, high quality ammo there. Defiant Munitions 10% off, which is unheard of to get a discount these days on ammo. Leadhead 10% off. And then Kel-Tec, good buddies over at Kel-Tec Chad. You can go to their pro shop. You can get 15% off. Use the code LEADHEAD in their pro shop. It's not good for their guns, but any of their product, they've got these awesome flashlights. There you got all kinds of different colors that you can get. There's another size too that looks just like that without the trigger on it. You can get that. Their hats, their shirts, their bags for their guns. Pretty much anything but a firearm, you can get 15% off. Go to their website, pro shop, keltecweapons.com, Leadhead 15% off. I think that's everybody. And of course, our official Talking Lead logoed T-shirts and whatnot. You get that logo. You go to 1776united.com, and you get 20% off. Use the code Talking Lead 1776 United. So that does it for another episode of Talking Lead Podcast, Leadheads. Until the next episode, if you have questions, comments, suggestions for the show, talkingled@gmail.com. Love hearing from you. And we'll have more giveaways. Make sure that you do the BFT giveaway. If you have questions, you can email me. Brandon, Billdo, thank you so much for being on.
Happy to be here. Thank you, guys. Good to see you.
We'll see y'all again.
And as always, Leadheads, keep your loved ones close.
And your firearms closer.
And your Accufire spotting scope charged.